The media days in Nashville. That's right. And we're joined by Javon Foster, who's Missouri offensive lineman and getting interviewed all the time. What's this crazy place like, man?
It's a lot going on, man. But it's a great time. You know, you meet new people, make connections. So it's a nice environment, though.
Have you been asking any dumb questions yet to this point?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well, that's what I'm for.
Okay.
All right. So, Javon, as far as Missouri, I think there are a lot of good storylines around your program. But you guys are probably going to be picked about middle of the SEC East. Why can Missouri be a surprise team this year?
Because all offseason we've been working our defense, top tier. We got a lot of starters returning. So I feel like this year could actually be the year for us.
Well, as far as the offensive line, you feel good about what you guys bring up front?
Yep, I feel great. We added a few new pieces. So I feel like the offensive line is where it's going to need to be.
What are the strengths of your team defensively, you feel like, at this point?
Strengths, I say linebackers. We have a great linebacker room. Even secondary, our defense, honestly, our whole defense is actually nice.
Yep. If you can, take me back to last year. Is there anything as a team that you guys wish you would have done differently for better success?
Yeah, I feel like last year we didn't finish. It was a lot of close games we had. So I feel like this offseason we was focused on finishing. Finishing. That's what we need to do, play all 4 quarters. So I feel like this year we're going to have something to prove.
One game that wasn't particularly close was that Tennessee game. What do you recall about the Tennessee game?
Tennessee game, it was a great game. They just got us that time, but I feel like next year is going to be a good one.
There were some Missouri fans that I talked to afterwards that thought that Tennessee maybe piled it on a little bit late, maybe scored a few more points than they needed to. What was your take on that?
It's football, man. You just go out there and play football. There's nothing to it. Just if you can score, then score. That's how I feel. So if we had the chance to score, we would score too. So
there you go. So that being said, does it make it a revenge game? Do games carry over year to year?
No, it's a brand new year. So I just feel like we focused on ourselves and we got something to prove.
So as far as the off season and heading into camp, how much have you improved your body physically, you think?
I feel like I've done a great job. This offseason, I've been working on my diet, just getting in extra stuff. I feel like getting stronger. I feel like that's what I need to do, get a lot more stronger. So I feel like that's what I need to do.
I feel like people are maybe overlooking Missouri a little
bit. Yeah, for sure. Overlooked. Yeah, it's cool, though.
That it's better to be overlooked, right?
Yeah.
You'd rather be the underdog. Yeah. So as far as this upcoming season, when you guys head into camp, what are some things that you want to work on, that you want to accomplish personally as a player in camp?
Myself, I just feel like as a unit, the offensive line, we just need to work on ourselves. I just feel like we need to improve as a unit, and each day just bring it.
It's Javon Foster, Off the Hook Sports.
I want to talk for a second about Eli Drinkwitz. Last year, he's taken shots at Tennessee on the Jim Rome show, the day of SEC Media Days, talking about how much they paid players. We all know that NCAA investigation resulted in not much for the Vols, and we'll discuss why. But he basically comes up to the podium on Monday and says, I'm just going to talk a lot so I don't have to field questions. That doesn't sound good for Eli Drinkwitz to me. That sounds like a guy who could be a dead man walking.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to even say that, to say I don't want to answer questions when that's what you're here for at SEC Media Days. And it doesn't strike me as – it's one thing if you do that in the sense of you don't feel like talking, period, you know what I mean? Because, for instance, because you've told me the story, Steve Spurrier wasn't the best at answering questions, but Steve Spurrier just didn't want to be talking, period. You know what I mean? Right. So he was just annoyed at doing the whole shebang. So it wasn't that he was dodging questions, but if you're filibustering, then you're blatantly dodging questions. And Eli Drinkwitz has a lot of look. I'm a little bit higher on Missouri than you are. I don't know if they're going to be good this year, but I think they have the potential to be good. But when you have a coach that does something like that, I mean, look, Eli Drinkwitz and Jimbo Fisher, they both go today, and it's like it seems like every other week one of them says something that makes us want to laugh.
It reminded me of Marshawn Lynch, and that is, I'm just here so I'm not going to get fined. That's exactly what it was. So that was Eli.